Good day. My name is Princess Pia Yu Paglinawan, and I am delighted to deliver my speech for you today. As I begin my speech for the SONA, or State of the Nation Address 2021, let me wish everyone a beautiful and blessed day. Today, as I deliver my speech and lay out my plans for the country, allow me to speak with you about the Constitution, taxation, and agrarian reform. The right to information is a constitutionally protected right under Article 3, Section 7 of the Constitution, which provides the right of the people to information on matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access to official records and to documents and papers pertaining to official acts, transactions, or decisions, as well as the government research data used as basis for policy development, shall be afforded the citizen, subject to limitations as may be provided by law. And this was introduced by Senator Lauren Legarda in July 13, 2010. Despite this constitutional guarantee and its affirmation in a number of Supreme Court decisions, we are aware of the wanton violation by many government agencies of the right of Filipinos to access information to public interest and concern. This bill fulfills the long overdue legislative obligation of the Congress by putting in place the following major features: an expansive scope in the term of government agencies as well as the information covered, a narrow list of exceptions circumscribed by clearly stated public harm that we wish to avoid and withholding certain information, an opportunity and the right for the citizen to counterbalance and override a recognized exception when there is a greater public interest in information disclosure, a clear, uniform, and speedy procedure for access to information, a provision implementing automatic disclosure of transactions of public concern as required by the Section 28, Article 2 of the Constitution, a system of accessible and speedy remedies for a citizen whose access to information has been denied, the institution of mechanism to promote a culture of openness within the government, and the introduction of clear administrative, criminal, and civil liability for the violations of the information. Freedom of the information is an essential prerequisite for modern democracy. It is a key to foundation of the effective exercise of cognate rights such as the freedoms of speech and of the press and of the expression, as well as the right of the people and their organizations, political and economic decision making. Transparency in the public sector enables the people to engage in meaningful, and participation promotes accountability and mitigates corruption, which has long been a major obstacle to our country's development. Article 3, Section 7 of the Constitution was made to allow the people to seek and receive public documents serves as a critical tool for fighting corruption, enabling citizens to more fully participate in public life and making governments more efficient, encouraging investors to invest, and helping persons exercise their fundamental human being rights. It is for the people to know that the government resources and power of their respective offices must be employed and used efficiently, effectively, honestly, and economically, particularly to avoid wastage in public funds and revenues. Moving on to the second topic, which is the taxation. Under the Republic Act of Number 8424, or Tax Reform Act of 1997, under the Section 6, it is hereby declared that the policy of the state to promote sustainable economic growth through the rationalization of the Philippine Internal Revenue tax system, including tax administration, to provide as much as possible an equitable relief to a greater number of taxpayers in order to improve levels of disposable. This law is to secure and allow the government to invest in the Filipino people through infrastructure, education, health, housing, and social protection. Fears of spikes in inflation are unfounded. This is the right of the Filipinos to know and have guide in investing one's company or business, and the proceeds of these taxes will go through different project, infrastructures, science, and other researches for the benefit of the country. And now, heading to our last topic, which is the Agrarian Reform, Republic Act number 6657. It is an act instituting the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program to promote social justice and industrialization, providing the mechanism for its implementation and for other purposes. More specifically, the following lands are covered by the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program: all alienable and disposable of the public domain devoted to or suitable for agriculture, no reclassification of forest or mineral lands to agriculture lands shall be undertaken after the approval of this act until the Congress, taking into account ecological, developmental, and equity considerations, shall have determined by law the specific limits of the public domain. All lands of the public domain is excess of the specific limits as determined by the Congress in the preceding paragraph. All private lands devoted to or suitable for agriculture, regardless of the agricultural products raised or that can be raised thereon. This section of the law is intended to provide a broader understanding that government-owned lands are only to be used for agriculture purposes, regardless of what crops or plants were present on the government land. It was only intended for crop production. People would be assured that certain lands were also for the benefit of the people and the country's economy in this manner, and that the people would be assured that the government properties were only to be used for the benefit of the country and not for personal gain. And this has been Princess Pia U. Paglinawan concluding the speech. Thank you.